It's the Great Uncle Pixel Show. Yeah. How do you like it? It's a new theme song that I just recorded. I mean, I just recorded it by saying it. It's not a real theme song. Hello. My voice. What's happening to my voice? It's faddish. Well, it's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It means I'm not tired because it's the beginning of the week, and I'm not tired because it's the end of the week. I'm tired because it's the middle of the week. So, welcome to the Great Uncle Pixel show, stream, event. Is it really an event if it happens 3 times a week? Yes! Yes, it is. Enjoy this event. So I'm sitting here with the battle music from Super Mario RPG stuck in my head. That's not always a good way to start. I mean, mainly because I had a TAS of the game running in the background while I was doing my morning and early afternoon chores. Chores is the wrong word. Activities. Looking at my videos. Reaching out. Just being the coolest person in the... No, not really. Not actually. Just... So, as you recall last time, let me pull up my piece of paper. It's not paper. That my current problems list. Well, as it turns out, they weren't that major. I actually did some coding yesterday, and very, very little coding, as it turns out, but enough to fix the problem I was having. Let me show you what I did right here. This said chess mode equals movement. And since chess mode was movement, that allowed other things to happen at the same time. So now chess mode becomes blank, and it's restored to movement at the end here, and that fixed the whole promotion routine. It was literally a two-line fix. One-line addition, one-line change, two-line fix. And there was another thing I changed that was also... Let me... Actually, I could do that. Let me... For consistency's sake, let's call it promote. Now, the thing is, there is no official promote mode. Right now, promote and just deactivate. The game only recognizes movement, battle, game over, and options as valid modes. Anything else is just ignored. It just shuts off everything else. So I have to be careful not to leave it in a mode where nothing will happen. But I could have used an integer for mode. Might have made sense to use an integer for mode, where I could have just, like, I don't know, 1 is movement, 2 is battle, and then when I added game over and options, I could have been 3 and 4, and 0 for any other mode. But you know what? This technically takes up more memory. This technically takes up more memory, but this game's not using that much memory. If in the future, I built the game so much that it can't run on modern systems, then yeah, maybe I'll try and reduce some footprint, some memory footprint. Is that even the right term? Well, it is now. Footprint. That's a funny word. But yeah, I could just change it to an integer and drop it to what is that? 2 bytes for the variable. I don't know how much memory a string takes up, but I'm pretty sure it's more than 2 bytes. Uh, Print, debug, max int. Is that a real thing? No, it's not. Okay, never mind. I want to see if max int was a predefined variable. It's not. Yeah. So basically, the tricky wiki buggy wuggy hinted at in my title whitle, or actually in my blue sky woo sky message. Do I have my sound turned up? Just want to make sure here that okay, people aren't screaming at me to go. What are you even blathering about there, Pixel Man? Pixel Man. Feeling a little silly today. Feeling a little silly, but that's okay. Got some good news today. I probably don't have to have at least one of my organs removed from my body, so that is good news. Sent some test results to my doctor, and he said, "Yeah, no, you can keep your gallbladder." And I said, "Yay!" So, actually, it's been a pretty good day, all things considered. I'm feeling good. I've been looking forward to diving back into programming for the day. I enjoy programming. Look, I wouldn't be doing this stream if I yell at the thing sometimes. I stare at the screen sometimes and go, "What is going on here?" But if you've been listening to me for any length of time, you probably figured out I enjoy this kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm going to go over the movement and try and figure out why sometimes player 2 do I have the game running right now? Why sometimes player two's pieces are backwards in battle. Let me not put an S there. S. Yeah, I haven't brought the game up yet. Brought the game screen up yet. But so I'm going to first look at it here. And, oh, I have window capture 2 up showing the wrong thing. That's, ooh, forgot to close it last time. Well, it's fine. Let me turn my background sound effects down a little. So yeah, feeling good today. Had a burger for lunch. Get to keep all my organs. You know, I should have moved that one. Whatever. Right here. Now probably attack. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, there we go. I'm not even gonna fight. That's not the point here. So I move to the right, faces left. I move to the left, faces right. In fact, hang on. Let me do a quick. Let me win this fight on behalf of player 2, because player 1 is fine. Player 1 is always fine, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why player 2 is not fine. See, and this time it's good. I think it has something to do with the direction they're facing when battle ends. So let me see here. Oh, right, I can't go through the other pieces anymore, which is nice. Boom.
underscore helmet. Thanks for following.
Oh, thanks for following. Sometimes I don't even get a message until I get a message. Thank you for following, Faye underscore.
Said, congrats on 61 followers. Soon it'll be 67, or even 69.
Nice. Hi.
Said,
And
yay.
sorry, I'm laughing at my. You probably heard that the speech to chat, the chat to speech thing. That absolutely cannot pronounce words correctly. So I was laughing at that. Do I have my desktop audio turned up? I do.
Faye underscore helmet.
So yes, I wasn't laughing at you.
I didn't hear it.
Oh. But yeah, it pronounced as he rather than hi.
Faye underscore helmet. Said, or if I did, it was too low volume to hear.
Yeah, I like to have that turned up. I like to have that turned up so everyone can hear the funny things I hear. Also, because that's also the same volume control as the sound effects for my game, which are not very obtrusive.
Faye underscore helmet. Said, I can hear it actually just super fate.
That's interesting, because I have it turned up pretty high right now. That's the wrong one. I'll turn it up a little further.
Faye underscore helmet. Said,
It's about the same volume as my voice. I mean, it's not this sound effect. That sound effect is supposed to be faint. Where'd that go? In fact, I'd rather have that not playing too much at all while I'm talking. Just a little bed of noise in the background. And what was I doing here? Right. I was doing that.
Faye underscore helmet.
Hang on.
Said, turn it up inside of OBS as percentages in advanced audio properties. Faye underscore helmet. Said, sorry for backseating MB.
Can you hear the game sound effects? It doesn't have many, but did you hear that? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Dang.
Said, I can now.
Okay. Okay, hang on a second. When red attacks white. Okay. And that's correct. Okay. I really should put in a test key here so I could insta-win these fights, but...
Said, so is this chess FPS but as an Atari game?
Pretty much. It's not FPS, but it's PS. Let me see here. It is a shooter. And yeah, basically an Atari game. Okay.
Faye underscore helmet.
Okay.
Said, MMMM.
Now, if I'm not mistaken here...
Faye underscore helmet. Said, I am a big fan of DOS games myself.
Yeah, right now I'm just trying to track down this annoying little visual bug. As you can see, when this piece moves to the left, it faces to the right, and when it moves to the right, it faces to the left. And I just figured out that it only does that when white attacks black. When black attacks white, it faces the normal correct direction, like so. And yes, it's that side's called black even when it's red. That's it. Don't blame me. Blame chess. Yeah. See, now it's moving right because red attacked. But when white attacks, now it moves wrong. Okay. Okay. That's good. Not that it's doing that, but it's that it's consistent. There is a reason for it. This bug has been bugging me for like weeks now. So there's something wrong with the way it's instancing player 2 when player 1 is the attacker. Okay. Okay. Actually, I don't want that one to win. Okay. Okay, this is good to know. Let me skip that. We switched. Okay, yeah, red attacked. Oh, okay, right. Sitting here going, why is the missile different? Because this is the Empress, not the Amazon. And let's see here. I want white to attack. And there we go. And yeah, okay. So whenever player 1 attacks player 2, player 2's piece is reversed. When player 2 attacks player 1, player 2's piece is correct. And player 1's piece is correct either way. So, I don't know what that means. I don't know how to fix that. These are, by the way, fairy chess pieces, except for the queen here, which is normal. This is the Empress, which moves like a knight and a rook. This is the princess that moves like a knight and a bishop. And this is the Amazon that moves like a knight and a queen. Oh, and these are Berolina pawns, which move diagonally instead of straight. But they capture straight instead of diagonally. And because most all these pieces are half knight, except for the queens, which I left in. This is instead. What was I saying? Because all these pieces can jump, it makes them easier to get out of the back row and test them out. And also because they're all of them except for the queens are not symmetrical, so I could tell when they're facing the wrong way. Except the Berolinas, because I can never remember which side's supposed to be the front. Maybe I should put a little eye on them. That would be funny. But probably not. And now let me do an attack here. To the right, to the left. Wait. Wait. And immediately after discovering, quote unquote, that white attacking red makes the red piece backwards, this time red attacking white makes the red piece backwards every time. That is very interesting. So there's something else going on here involving the turn order. And also the fact that it's only affecting player 2 is fascinating.
The bug.
It is a bug. It's an interesting bug. I have been trying to track it down for, it hasn't been a high priority bug. It's probably still not a high priority bug, but it's bugging me. And I did manage to quash the other bug that I was having problems with, which is, I can just demonstrate that one.
Thanks for subscribing for 6 months.
Oh, wow. Thanks for subscribing for 6 months.
Said. Half a year already? How time flies.
Yeah, I guess it has been. I started in, what was it, October? No. Yes. Yes, I guess it was
helmet
October. Huh.
Said. Yeah, AI.
What was I going to do here? Right, I was going to start the, where did I put that 0? Don't tell me I put a 0. Okay, it doesn't look like I created a mess anywhere. Anyway, let's go here, put a 0. And I'm going to switch it to CPU control.
Faye_helmet said. How do you feel about Deltarune Great RGB Rectangle?
Let me read that for myself because I don't trust the I don't trust what Deltarune Great RGB Rectangle? If this is about Chapter 5, I haven't played it yet. I need to finish Chapter 4.
Said. Oh, directional attacks.
Yeah. Each piece has its own attack and attack power and speed and recharge time and so on and so forth. I eventually want to replace the graphics in battle with, little animated figures rather than reusing the chess pieces. But for now, I'll reuse the chess pieces because they're cute and oh, right, that's the other bug I fixed. That's the other bug I fixed yesterday. In the no, it was in the
said. Looks cool.
Yeah, I really like this. The computer's not too terrible. This is all CPU mode right now. Incidentally, it's CPU both sides. I'm just letting it play itself so I can watch it and make sure I programmed the CPU right.
I was talking about you with RGB rectangle.
Oh, the RPG. Oh, okay. The RGB rectangle. Ah, yes. Oh, great RGB rectangle. Yes, that's me. Okay. I get it now. It's Wednesday. I blame it on being Wednesday. I really like Deltarune, but I got stuck in Chapter 4. And I really need to go back to it and finish. I couldn't beat Jackenstein. So I know Chapter 5 just came out. I've been avoiding spoilers. Don't tell me any spoilers. I've already seen a couple spoilers here and there, but I think they're minor. I hope they're minor. They're mostly about Ralsei, so,
Faye_helmet said. Same.
Oh! I drank a soda and choked on it. Hopefully this won't be the last Great Uncle Pixel show, because he died drinking soda. Ugh. Yeah, right there on my gravestone. This moron drank soda wrong. Oh. Where was it? I
Fay
think it was
underscore
here.
helmet
No, it wasn't
said,
here.
"De po out de map ter scheft in de solder."
Ah, this is it. This is it. This is the other thing I fixed the other day. Yesterday it was. This. Because it was. I had player blocked above promote piece, which means it checked to see if the pawn was blocked before, even though it was not a pawn anymore in the next, by the time it hit the next line. And the game ended incorrectly. All I had to do was switch these two lines and it started working. So, I don't like doing too many major changes, but these were two very minor changes that had very major effects. So let's see, how's the game doing there? Oh, okay. Player two wins. Uh, so yeah, there's the game. It doesn't have to be CPU versus CPU. You can set player one and player two to CPU separately. You can set which one goes first. There's a checkmate mode, which does not actually require you to make a checkmate like in chess. I've explained all this before, but I'm always happy to explain it again
Fay
because
underscore
I like
helmet
talking about my games.
said, "Spamton."
Spamton. I don't
Fay
know.
underscore
My favorite
helmet
character is and probably
said,
will be.
"Spamton G Spamton. That's my name."
My favorite character is and probably will remain the queen. Actually. Oh dang! I should make this queen shoot. I should make this queen shoot acid at you instead of lightning. That would be funny.
Fay underscore helmet said, "Oh ho ho."
Yep,
Fay underscore helmet said, "Queen."
the queen. Or just queen. So yeah, I remember reading all the hype about Undertale back in the day, and then I said, oh, it's $10, I'll buy it. Wound up thinking it lived up to the hype. So and of course Deltarune was released as the first two chapters were released for free. So how could I not try it? Is that too much noise in the background? Oh, this looks like it's about to be over. Yep, player one wins. Yeah, I don't know why the text is behind the chess pieces. It should be in front, but that's another bug to work out later. That's an even more minor bug. So for until now, I've been quote unquote I had quote unquote fixed that by simply making all the pieces disappear when between games. But I don't like that solution. I want the pieces to remain there so you can
Fay
see
underscore
what
helmet
happened.
said, "Also make the text pixel accurate."
Hmm. Yeah, it is off center. It shouldn't be off center. It is literally in a box that is centered. It is centered in a box that is centered. Why is it off center? This is that's a mystery. Hang on a second. I'm gonna go look at that. 2D. No, Chess Plus. Here we go. Let's take a look. Is it not centered? It is perfectly centered. So why is the text to the left? Wait, it's not centered. It's centered on the wrong thing. Hang on. Let me. It's not. It's probably centered on the incorrect. Zoom in there, and there we go. Zoom out. Zoom out. Let's try. Let me just.
At Fay_helmet
I think that means my
said,
border's off center.
face blue smiling, face blue smiling, face blue smiling, face blue
Huh.
smiling.
It's still off center. That may be it. My board's probably off center, not the. I did kind of eyeball it. Uh, so I guess I'm gonna have to uh readjust. Ooh, I can readjust it based on the position of the text, since the text is centered. I'm brilliant. Just a total, complete genius type person. Okay, so can I hide this? Not easily. Okay, there we go. So I can. Of course, I'll have to move all the chess pieces again, but hmm, let's see. It's left edge of the S is at 259. This is 49, 48, 47, 46. It's 13. Lucky 13. Let's see what we got over here. Right edge of the E is at E2. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and that's 894. So that's 14. I think that's about as centered as it's going to get. So now, how many spaces did I move this to the left? Dang, I forgot to check. I forgot to count how many spaces I moved it to the left. That was not smurp of me. That was, graphic design is my passion. Uh, graphic design is my bane. I mean, it's not off that far. Let's see here. Let us do. Let me do. Let me do an eyeball. See if I can see. Oh, okay. Let me do an eyeball here. Eyeballing that. Yeah, moving this, moved all that stuff over a little. Now, fortunately, I don't have to change the Y values here. Yeah, I really would have been easier if I'd counted, but let's see here. Where's script? Okay, piece. This is important. Board not fixed. So I moved it. Everything needs to be moved to the left. Left. Um, why am I not looking at the board? I kind of need to look at the board to see what I'm looking at here. Wish I could zoom in more. Not that many? Let's see, it's moved over. You know what? Well, let's just try a. I'm gonna just try a. This isn't even fixing my other bug, is it? So I'm just changing the numbers by moving them a little to the left there, and I'm gonna reset. See if that helps. This isn't even the bug I wanted to fix, but you know, aesthetics are important. Okay, okay. I think it's one more. 5, 4, 5, 7, 6. Okay, so 9. 09, 681, 753, 825. Alright, I don't think that will reset them here. Oh, there we go. Hmm. I mean, yeah, still off center. Uh, or I could just, look at the chessboard and see what where the squares are. Okay. They don't quite line up with any of the pieces. Fantastic. Oh no, they do. Okay. I just needed to zoom in more. Too zoom. It's too zoomed. So that's 282. 282 for the first one. And then the next one is 354. So it's still okay, they're still 72 apart. I mean, yeah, of course they are. So I just need to figure out where, because the chess pieces shouldn't be on the border of this. They're 64 by 64. '72 minus 54. So the first one should be 286. I believe it should be 286. Wait a minute, what? 286? 286? That's not even close to what I have here. Okay. So, 4, 6, 8. Zero, 2. Let's see here. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's correct. That appears to be, those pieces appear to be centered. I know the blinky thing is not, because that has its own thing. Hang on, where is piece? Because I'm going to need this array. I'm going to need to copy that array into every place else it's needed. It shouldn't be needed, but oops. So I guess I moved it 9 pixels to the left. And movement should have, yes. There we go. Okay, that would be why the text is off center, because the text was perfectly centered on a non-centered chessboard. So that should fix the thing. Here, let me. Should fix the little movie thing once I move it. Um, hmm. Let me actually restart the program and see if that fixes it. Hooray! Bugs! I mean, I said I'd be fixing bugs, so I'm fixing bugs. Let's see here. There we go. Now it's centered again. I did need to restart the program. Okay, that mystery solved. So, I still have to solve. Crap. That's fine. That's fine. I know why that is, because the highlights also use those coordinates. I should clearly I should declare these somewhere higher up, but it's fine. 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 Okay, so let me save. X. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. It's fine. Okay, good. That's fixed too. But anyway, D. I want to move you out. And I want to move this out. And I want to move this out. And yeah. Red attacks white. And red moves backwards. Forgot that the regular knights have a melee attack. Oops. Oops. Oh, right. Let me just. So that was red attacks white. Oh, wait, that was white attacks red. Okay. Wait. Okay, so red attacked white. It's moving right. White attacks red. It's the wrong head. It's an easy rhyme to remember. But then, let's see. I restart the game. I push this button. Red attacks white. It's moving all right. Ooh. I think these sprites are still off center and they need to be moved one space to the left. And now red attacks white and wait. And now red attacks white, it doesn't move all right. Oh, does it have anything to do with me switching who is up? Yes, I think it does. And now is it going to move wrong? Yes. So it flips every other turn. Okay, so it's even weirder. It's flipping every other turn. Is it every other turn or every other combat? That's a good question. Okay, so... It does appear to be every other combat. Okay, so it is correct. And this one should be incorrect. Regardless of who attacks whom. Yes, every other combat, player 2's sprite is facing the wrong way. Bye-bye, King! King is not special. Except in the checkmate mode, but King is not special in... Okay, so every other battle... It doesn't matter who's attacking whom. What matters is every other battle, player 2 switches direct. Player 2 sprite is incorrect. And that, let me tell you, makes even less sense than something here. Something here, especially since... Do I have the right window up here? I do. But let me get rid of that, because especially since... where's the battle script? There it is, battle player. Player, it's hard-coded. 1 and -1. At no point when moving to the left should player scale be +1 and have them facing to the right. Okay, so these... Alright, I wanted to fix that these don't need to exist. Because these two variables do not need to exist because they are already player and player 2. But let me see here. Cause I have changed direction more often, but that's okay. Okay, so the problem is not here. The problem is it thinks the piece is backwards when it comes in. So that's in my send data. But the but the other thing is, why is it only when it's player 2? Uh, so there's a mystery. There's a couple mysteries here. Active player. Okay. And see, I added this in to hard code it. If I remove that, well, that won't fix it. But no. What if we do that and see if that fixes it? Maybe it won't. Probably it won't. Okay, so white attacks red. Okay, so here we go, and yes, I don't know why it's switching every other battle, because it shouldn't be switching at all. Yep, still doing it. Okay, this is the second battle. It's next battle, which it's correct. Yeah, that's how I was having trouble trying to remember whether it was white attacking red or red attacking white that did it, because it's neither. It's alternating turns, and this turn is wrong. In fact, honestly, I want player 2 scale x equal to be -1 by default. I want to be facing to the left by default. Except no, 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 no. Because player 2 is not necessarily player 2. It's just a bad naming convention. Player is the one that's being controlled. Player 2 is the one that's not being controlled. So for the second player, player is them, and player 2 is the white piece. So I don't necessarily want, which is why I only need one of these, because it sets itself, because each piece has its own, will hit this, and yeah. Yeah. Oh, maybe that's the problem?
Locutus of Nord said, I am he as you are me, and we are all player 2.
We are all player 2. That's correct. Oh, hold on a second. Dupe. Okay. Oh, a 60 stream streak. 60.
Said,
I missed that. Sometimes I feel like a walrus. Or an Eggman. Or a Robotnik. Now that I think about it, Dr. Eggman does kind of look like a walrus, doesn't he? I understand that's probably a coincidence.
Said, sometimes you feel like a walrus. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah, but they both have coconuts in them, so I don't like that. It's a little known fact. Walruses and eggs both have coconut in them. Okay, I'm going. Where's Peace P Battle? This is, while I'm trying to hunt down the thing I want to hunt down. Oh, is the game still running? The game is still running, but that's okay. Hence, all these gigantic error messages. But let me stop that. So,
Locutus of Nord said, you know what ancient history my child has recently discovered? Locutus of Nord said, diabetes.
Diabetes, huh? I don't want those. I don't want those.
Locutus of Nord said, I am Wilford Brimley, and I have diabetes.
He did have diabetes, that's for sure. I mean, it's nice. It's nice when the kids find the classics of modern literature. Okay, good. I wanted to fix that. That's good.
Locutus of Nord said,
Now that
here
one's moving
game,
backwards.
but we still on code window.
Oh. Did I not bring it up? Okay, I did. I just wanted to make sure. I actually just wanted to make sure it was working correctly because I just removed two variables that I didn't need, and I was hoping against hope that I didn't actually need them. But it appears I didn't need them. That I had forgotten I had already created variables for that very purpose. And then, so I didn't need to create a different variable with the same value. Hmm. But yeah, if the variable was working wrong, they wouldn't be aiming at each other. Also, I want to watch the pieces, the player 2 piece. Nice. And, oh, yeah. Okay. Boom. Okay, player 2 should be forwards this time. Yes, correct. And player 2 should be backwards this time. And I think it is. Let's see, the smaller side is the face, as it were. And player 2's forwards, but it doesn't matter because it's a queen. Maybe that's the secret. Just make all the pieces symmetrical so I can't tell. So nobody can tell. Oh, smacked right into the princess's attack there. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Chess plus. Chess plus. Don't worry, just keep looking at the game. I'm just changing my test environment to Amaz. 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 Princess. 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 And princess. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Boom. A boom. You know, having the right sound effect makes all the difference. I really like those sound effects. Ooh-hoo. These two may mutual kill. Oh, not quite. their attack is slightly randomized when it comes out. There we go. Chose Amazon. As I said, the computer picks its promotions randomly. Oh, okay. Maybe. And as I was postulating on Monday, because board maneuverability does not necessarily equal combat. Does not at all always equal combat skills. That there's a case to be made for picking any piece rather than just always promoting to the piece that is most powerful on the chessboard, which would be the Amazon. But the Amazon is not the most powerful combat piece. In fact, it's relatively weak in combat. Same hit points as the queen, but barely actually more powerful than the knight in terms of offensive capability. I think it's power 6 compared to the knight's 5. Not knight, pawn. Pawn's 5. Knight has 10. When you get right down to it, a pawn is just a half-assed knight. Anyway, I wanted to see my what I was doing in the background was changing this. Oh, right. I put them past each other. That's fine. Okay, so red is backwards this time. I did this setup so they're immediately get in the fights. And because this way they're all asymmetrical pieces. No rooks, no regular pawns, no queens, no kings.
Said, I gotta get back to cleaning for a bit. Gonna lurk.
Okay, have fun cleaning. And sometimes tracking down a bug just means watching the game do its work and seeing what's going on here. And this is just a bizarre bug. The more I learn about it, so yeah, I know when it happens. So I've narrowed it down to when it happens, but why still eludes me. Yeah, I made sure to start them all up in positions where they'd be able to attack each other willy-nilly. One of my favorite old-timey country western singers, willy-nilly. Yeah, he's moving, and she's backwards again. And backwards. Forwards, yes. Okay, let's hit it again. Okay. Oh, interesting. Hang on a second. I'm going to un-CPU this so I could pick better. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Battle player and check. Let me hide this for a moment so you can see the brilliance this. If player, no, piece whoops, piece P ownership, then else player dot scale dot x equals negative 1.0. What happens if I do that? Will that work? Will that help in any way? Will anything be different? Stay tuned and see. Okay. So we put it up here. No. Now it should always start facing to the left now, but oh, this is the princess. Oh, where's my red pieces? There we go. She's starting out facing to the left, and she's okay. Okay, I'm going to leave that in there because that is correct, I believe. But now piece 2 is facing to the right, which means yes. The code I just put in makes the second piece always start out facing to the left. And let me see, is last direction up here? Yes. Let's see here. Last direction. Okay, where is setup? Where's the thing I just changed? There it is. Last direction. X equals 1.0. This should also be. I don't know if that'll make a difference. It shouldn't. There's nothing here that should be doing this. Okay, so maybe. Oh, see, now I was talking about my code and then not showing my code. That wasn't very brilliant of me. Yeah, so I added last direction X in here just to that's what I was doing in the background. I just added these two lines to see if that makes a difference. Uh, hmm, they both do 6 damage. Huh. No, Princess should be more powerful than that. Because she's half bishop, so she should have the, well, whatever. Whatever. Okay, this would be the normal one. And yeah, I want red to win because it's the red pieces I'm looking at. If I kill the red pieces, I can't see them. And this time it's facing the wrong way again. Okay, so I feel like I'm looking in the wrong place here. Because while there's only one battle script, I'm going to win the game right here, just for the heck of it. There's only one battle script, but there are still two different pieces that it's controlling. Oh, whatever. So let's, no. No, no, no. Stop that. Debugging process stops. So let's go over here into battle and take a look at body 2. This is where all the but nothing here is, yeah, there's no actual code in here. Because originally I had these as two separate scripts. I originally had the battle system as two separate scripts for one for each player, and I never finished player 2's. But I commented all player 2 did was yeah, there was different. It was all different. Now I just have it set. Now all it does is set the variables for yeah, now it just extends battle piece. But let's see. Player 2 has no code in it. It starts out let me do something silly and set that to 0 and as its default width, which should not affect anything. Should not affect anything because okay. I don't care. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not 0, but there we go. Left, right, left, right. Ding. Okay. And this time it's facing the wrong way. Okay. I mean, clearly what's happening is it thinks this is moving to the left is -1 and moving to the right is +1, which means it's getting reflected somewhere. The entire sprite definition is getting reflected. Every other battle, only for player 2. And incidentally, I know that because, where's battle player? I know that because of this debug print, this print debug statement here. There's a lot of print debug statements still floating around in the game, as you can see. As you can see from all this mess down here. But yeah, I have a I had a print debug statement. I just uncommented it so I could watch it again. Because every time you move, it'll p. To the left, -1. Moving to the right, +1. And now, moving to the left, -1. Moving to the right, +1. Why is this -4.0? Should net scale should never be negative. Scale of the parent piece should never be negative. Uh, uh, yeah, let's get rid of that. What the flippity flarp? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna restart this because I messed something up by setting it to 4.0. Even though it is supposed to be 4.0. Put that 0. Uh, I don't know. Okay. Okay, at least it's correct. Yeah, negative 4.0. Okay. Turn from battle. Positive 4.0. When the piece is facing backwards, okay, when the piece is facing correctly, it shows the Y scale of the parent to be 4.0. When the piece is facing horizontally incorrectly, it's showing the Y scale of the parent to be negative 4.0. Even though the Y scale does not do that. The Y scale flipped when as you saw when I tried to set it, it flipped it the other way. Yeah, that's the vertical mirroring, setting the Y scale. And like nothing actually sets the scale here, except for these things which are hard codedly setting the scale. Nothing sets the scale of the parent. Okay, let's look at movement. Is something sending something in here? No. Battle. Scale. Okay, that's just the what's this? What is that? What is that? What is that doing here? What is that doing here? Did I just solve it? Did I just track it down? This problem has been plaguing me for months. Oh, I had the screen up so you couldn't see what I was yelling at even. This and this. Those are the two. Oh, right. I guess this one doesn't. This one doesn't actually isn't actually even called anymore. I can get rid of that. So in reality, it was just this line that I have now commented out. And will that fix it? I bet there's a 90% chance the answer is yes. 10% chance I just made it worse. Oh, okay. Um, Interesting. Very interesting. Wait. Okay. Um, okay. I feel dumb. I commented out the wrong function, so I just put it back in. So let's try this again, shall we? Here we go. Okay. I was watching the red piece's health bar and seeing it wasn't going down and went and started to panic. And then went, wait a minute, why would the red piece's health bar be going down? Oh my god. It's facing the correct direction twice in a row. That did it! My goodness! That was a lot of work for an ultimately very minor aesthetic. Oh, geez. Oh, man. But it was bugging me. And it didn't look good. It didn't look good to have the have one piece being backwards half the time. Let me go into battle player and remove that the latest print debug. One of these days, I have to go through this whole program and just get rid of all the print debugs. Because I mean, look at this. Look at this. All moves possible. Look at that spam. I mean, this is information I did need to know at one point. That's part of my checking to make sure none of the pieces are blocked routine. But so spammy. It's even more spammy when the CPU makes a decision here. I will hit the U key, and there we go. It decides where it goes through all the pieces and sees what all the available moves for all the pieces are. It starts there. Yeah, it starts there. Print thread A. And then it checks the next one. Still is print 3. It checks value. Yeah. piece chosen, print 3 at 44235. And then says it again just to make sure. Then move to destination before battle. Yeah. All kinds of spammy stuff. All stuff that I have needed to know at one point or another. I'm going to keep smacking things with my Amazons here. Oh. Yes, I cannot move the white piece with the red, and there we go, facing. It is facing correctly. I know why that line was in there. I said, why is this here? I know why it was there. I just didn't know why I tried to do it that way. Because that way was entirely wrong. It's still kind of a mystery to me why it only seemed to activate half the time, unless it just... whatever. Oh, there's only one piece left. And... I think I'm going to have to look at this and do some balancing here and there. Oh no, right. The princess does hit harder than the Amazon, but the Amazon has some armor, so ultimately they're equal when they're facing each other in terms of raw damage. I think the princess's sparkle is faster than the Amazon's spear or arrow or whatever. I called it a spear when I made it, but it doesn't. It could be considered a very large arrow. Now I kind of want to take a nap because that one silly little tracking down one silly, ultimately minor but annoying bug wore me out. I spent an hour and a half on that thing. Okay, not quite. I did distract myself by changing some other things, like moving the chessboard or slightly, like 9 pixels to the left. And then moving all the pieces to, and then, so, you can hear me struggling trying to open a little package of cashews here. That's an exciting way to spend the time. Ah, come on, old man muscle. Ah, I did it. I did so many things today. I accomplished my goals. And I'm just gonna look at it and see if see what's right. I made the knit battle new because I was going to do things completely differently, but then I realized it was kind of easier to just because I already had the two. I already had the 2 separate sprites and their individual areas and stuff all set up. So maybe it was a bit of a cheap way out to not instance both these fighters. But it's always the same 2 fighters, so I don't need to create 2 fighters, erase 2 fighters, create the same 2 fighters, etc. So I just have them both using the same script. The information that gets sent in from the chessboard determines which controller is controlling it. but they're both using the same script, which I was very proud of, because originally I had a separate script for each one. Because, like, theoretically, and one of the things I was thinking of doing at an earlier point, and I may still do if it's fun, add in a third player. Or not a third player, I shouldn't say that. Like a separate enemy that wanders around shooting at both players. That would require some reprogramming because you're each set to aim at the other. So I'd have to define what a player 3 aims at. Yeah, it would be a pain. I'd have to recode a lot of things to have a non-player character in there, as it were. Including, I think, just going back from scratch and changing ownership from a Boolean to an integer. For now, I'm just enjoying watching. I really think this came out well. Ooh. Pawn takes queen. You don't see that too often. Yeah, I'm glad they can't overlap anymore. It looks better. I just kind of want to watch the game in action for a little bit and see if there's anything else that jumps out at me as immediately buggy. I hesitate to call the game done. It's very much not done. I want to do so much more. But it is in a perfectly playable state now. I mean, it's been perfectly playable for a while. But now I think the CPU mode is in... Oh, did I leave this in checkmate mode? I think I did. I must have. Because there's a king on each side. Oh, player 2 wins? Oh, that's weird. Well, there's something to figure out. Why is there a king? This board layout should not have a king unless it's in checkmate mode. I know why. I know why. Except it is in checkmate. Except it is in checkmate mode, isn't it? Movements. Don't worry. Just watch the game. I'm not. Don't worry about. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Key T. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Because I used I used one of my debug keys to restart the game. That's what it is. And the debug keys don't set it quite in the right order. It initializes the board and then sets the capture all. So since the test mode automatically puts it in checkmate mode, and it didn't change it back to capture all until after the board was set up, it added 2 kings to the board. That's just a matter of putting the win condition before the initialize statement on. Not that it matters. Yeah, not that it matters at all because these are not permanent keys. Whoops. I will eventually comment all these keys out. But for right now, they're a nice quick way to start the game. Did I mess something up here? I think I did. I think I froze the game somehow. Okay, never mind. Close that. And close that. I think what I want to do... Oh, it's in the option. Is that it? Options, yes.
Ilfili said. Are you sure it wasn't a bug? A pawn was about to get promoted.
Oh, might have been. I hope it wasn't. So I guess I could watch it again. Yeah, the pawn promotions have been a little iffy. I don't mind watching the game some more. That's not it. That's it. Wait. Um. Hmm. Invalid access to property or key speed on base object of type nil. What is happening here? If CPU control... Control, then it's doing that. Else. Okay. Else. Okay. Okay, what I'm looking at is this. It crashed here. Invalid access to property or key speed on a base object of type nil. Which is accurate. Speed, this is, piece P is not, is null right now. Piece P is definitely null right now. So that's not the error. The error is, why is it going here in the first place? Chess mode is not battle. So it should not be here in the first place. Should have returned. Should have left. So it should not be getting here in the middle of a non... What the heck? Fix one bug and another bug invents itself. This is not a problem I've been having. Hang on a second. Let me start a game normally. No. And it crashed as soon as the battle started. Except the battle hadn't started yet. It's still on this screen. Okay. Okay, I see what you're doing. I don't know why you suddenly started doing it now. Alright, let's see here. What the heck? What the? Okay, my init battle routine, seemed to vanish. I'm not sure why. Let's try this again. Let's see if it crashes again. Okay, good, good. What the heck? That was weird. I don't know how I, accidentally commented out a rather important line. But I'm gonna watch this and Weird. Weird. Oh yeah, smell that rain. All the windows are open here, and I can smell the rain. Reminds me of, yep. Reminds me of days at summer camp, during rainy days at summer camps, when we go inside and watch terrible, terrible cartoons on. They weren't terrible. They just it was actually pretty fun to just have a movie, old-fashioned movie projector showing films on against the wall. And yeah, just reminds me of that. I mean, let's see. Oh, it's July right now, so I would absolutely be in camp on the July 1st. I might not even be home yet because it always lasted. Wasn't long, but no, I guess I. No, I think it let out like 3 or 4, but it was also a very long trip home. See, you didn't even have to pay for story time. You're getting one for free. I really liked that camp. Didn't always like the people in that camp, but I liked the camp. Some of my bunkmates annoyed me. But yeah, I liked that camp. It was fun. And I say was because it's not around anymore. The owner sold it, and the new owners just tore the whole thing down, leveled literally leveled it because it was on a hill, and built a bunch of homes there. So it's a development now. They drained the lake, and I think the hill may still be there. I don't remember. I'll have to see if I can find it on Google Maps. I know I have, but I can't remember if the hill is still there. I'm not seeing too many obvious bugs happening now, which is good. I mean, the CPU's stupid, but that's okay. CPU's supposed to be stupid. I might make it a little smarter. I do kind of want to make it aim a little better. I might put in a second CPU level that's a little less. It's a little faster in combat. And I think what I want to do, next thing I need to test here. Uh, is that it? Ah, there's my controller cord. Yay! All the white pieces captured. Game over. Oh, hang on. Leaned forward, and my big old belly started hitting buttons here. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Nothing's broken. I haven't accidentally deleted anything. Let's see here. Plug in the controller right there. Wait, does it go in there? Where's my, do I have? Aha! I think I have three, okay, there. Let me plug that in. And we're going to go over here. Controller connected, DualSense wireless controller. Okay, okay, okay. What I have to do now is make sure the computer did not switch my audio to the controller. It does that every time I plug it in. So let me do that before I do anything else. Let me check my audio. Make sure it's coming out through the headphones. There we go. Sound settings. There we go. Sound, output, input devices. Okay, yes, headphones. Good, good. Always headphones, unless there's no headphones, in which case speakers. In which case, Cirrus Logic high definition audio speakers, not DualSense wireless controller speakers. Computer. You think you're so funny. Computer really does think it's funny sometimes. It's taunting me by being Windows. What was I going to do? It's going to do something. It's going to be, right, project settings. Gotta look at them project settings. And input map. Oh, okay. I do still have the buttons
said,
in there. Good.
He thinks he's so funny but without the fun.
So he's just knee. Oh, okay. So I do already have it set for a joypad controller. Good. Good. Close. So let's is the game still running? Okay, game is not running. Or the game is running, it's just not playing because it's game over.
Philly said, No. He's so, New York. Philly said,
Qua?
Getting the sound on the DualSense.
Oh. So, and why did you, why, not you, why, speech chat, did you read that as New York? No wonder I was confused. Ruined the pun. Why, he's so NY. Yeah, that, getting the sound on the dual sense. Yeah. 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 Okay. And speaking of getting things on the things, did I bring up the? Yeah, okay, there it is. Yes. I don't actually have a key equivalent to S yet. Why is this behind everything? Ugh. I think I know why, but I don't know how to not do that. Uh, I probably can do it. It's probably a pain in the neck. But anyway, fairy, capture all, white, human, Okay, make sure it's human. CPU. So, I'm going to play a game against the computer and see what happens. Will it beat the crap out of me? Maybe. Oh. So I am on the left because I don't have the controllers. Because I want to use the controller and it's not set up for the right player yet. I think what I want to do is have the game default to the first player controller. So if you're playing the black pieces and the white pieces are CPU, then you play as player one. But that's going to require a little bit of stretching. I'm just getting my pieces out and watching to see what the computer does. Okay. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I didn't expect to win that one, but oh. There we go. Even just weakening the other piece with one of my pawns is a good use of a pawn. Oh, get away from me. Ow. Ow. Ah. Get away! I have the pieces. The enemy pieces move around randomly when they're not when their attack is on cooldown. Changes directions every 20 frames. Whoops. Yeah, the Amazon. I chose to destroy the Amazon because they're not that powerful. Ooh. Nice. I think I might make the computer a little faster because clearly. Ow. Ow. Or I think I might give the computer a second. I mean, it's the computer is not great, but it's not nothing either. It does not attempt to dodge attacks. That's its biggest weakness. Ah. Okay. What I'm gonna do is pull that out of there. Give him a chance to heal over the next couple rounds. Hmm. There's clearly a bug. Um, that it was aiming. It was shooting sideways when I was directly below it. Didn't even try to shoot downwards. Yeah, I thought it would try to do that. Oops. Oh well. Trying to trick it into attacking, but oh well. I am winning this, so there's no doubt I'm winning this. So yeah, computer may be a little too easy. There's nothing left but pawns. Ow. Not that pawns are entirely helpless, but oops. Haha! Oh, huh. Well, that's new. I mean, I know what the problem there is. It shouldn't be doing that, but it's supposed to go back to the selection square, and I'm not sure why it didn't, because it was before, but that's why I'm playing the game, to find things like this. Uh, right, both players start cooled down, as it were. Oops. Bam! I don't think any my pieces can attack that square, but there we go. Ow. But that's it anyway. Yep. Okay, let me just go to project settings. Do I have a start? No, I do not. Okay. Let me add in a new action. Start. Plus S and plus. Okay. Okay. That'll that's something I'll put in later. It doesn't really affect the game. Right. What I want to do is fix that little issue with the promotion piece. Don't go over there. Search it over here. Promote. Funk. Promote. Piece. There we go. If not, CPU's control. Okay, so I want choose promotion. Equals true. Play. It's like praying. Oh, hang on. Yes, that's important. Let's look at this. Okay, good. Good. Hang on a second. Let me see if active player string. Okay. Should still be over there. Yeah. Selection plus active player. There, that should fix the right, right, right. Yeah. Active player and chess.active player are related, but they're not the same variable, so that's confusing. That's good. That's fine. So let's go over to Chess Plus. Am I showing the wrong thing? Nope, I'm showing the right thing. Let's go over to Chess Plus again, because I want to... Where's the test modes? Pieces. Yeah, I do not put the chess modes... There we go. Pawn. 6. Comment the rest of these out. Actually, no. Whoop. Nope, nope, nope. On, I want 2 pawns. I want 2 pawns on the plate. And which refers to a horrible joke that I heard that I first heard appropriately enough at day camp. Good old camp, whose name I won't mention so you don't hunt me down. Which is definitely a thing I believe can happen. Anyway, bring this back. Okay. Because I want to just... Okay, there we go. Oh. Hang on a second. Let me go to game over. The game over screen has the it does not change between games. It only updates when the game ends properly. Okay, so now let me hit this. Just make sure this is updated correctly. Good, good, okay. And this is correct too. Perfect. And I'm going to watch the CPU shoot itself. And this could go either way. Okay, it's going that way, that's for sure. Oh. And game over. Nice. Very nice. I do have the window up there, don't I? Yes, I do. Alright, of course I have my volume up. I can hear the game. Derp. Yeah, Sorry, I just looked at chat again, and I do find it funny that when you say something, and I'm going, what? And not because of anything you said or the way you, but because of the way the speech to chat decided to randomly interpret things. I'm going, why are you talking about New York? What did I missed something here? While I was babbling, no, I didn't miss anything. The speech chat had just did its thing. Goo 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 Anyway. uh, I tired. So anyway, I think what I want to do in the options screen here. I want what are my options here? One. Oh, I see. Okay. Selection option equals 6. Yeah. Um. Okay. L if action is just pressed start. Is that not an option? Oh, no, I see. L if. Derp. Just. Okay, and let me find the thing that says if action is S up here. If. Hang on a second. check to make sure. I don't have the... Am I showing the right thing? I'm not showing the right thing. I'm changing the setup so that I can use the start key or the S key to start new game. Let's see if this works. It does not appear to be working. Okay. I hit game over. Okay. Something's messed up here. Right, I'm just going to leave that then. Okay. Okay, why is this not working? Here, you watch the game for a while. I look at the project settings again. Start. Yes, it's just called start. Joypad button 6, which is start. Why'd you not like that? Maybe I just need to restart because it... maybe I just need to restart because it didn't update correctly the project settings. Okay, so I'm gonna close this and you'll probably hear the game for a moment before I restart it. Restarting! Okay, good. Game restarted. Bring up the window. And we bring up the window. And we hit... Okay, now it's working. And I also changed it so... you can just hit start on this screen anywhere. You don't have to go to start game. So I'm probably going to remove that as an option, in fact. Hold on. Okay. Input is action just pressed. Start. Mode is game. Oh, no, it's 1L1. Okay, I want this one over here. Look at it over here. I want to look at it over here. I want to look at it over here. Let's just make that if. Hang on a second. If not action selected. Oh, okay. That's why. Let's move this back. I want it to be out here. I want it to be separate from everything else. Okay. So that should work now. So we go up. Yeah, and then we hit start and the game starts. Fantastic. Fantasticamundo. And do I have the right window up over there? I do. Okay, good. see something else there. Yeah, okay. Those errors you see on the screen are from me moving the window around too fast. Oh, because that amused me. So that was not a game logic error or anything in the game. That was me messing around. That will not be normally a thing. Yeah, sorry for going quiet there. I know I'm just staring at the game and trying to decide what to do next. Maybe I'll just watch it for a while. Soothing, relaxing. So one thing I want to check the controller controls have been in the game. I thought they weren't. I thought I disabled them, but I didn't. I thought I disabled them, but I did not disable them. And I say that because last time damn. Okay, hang on a second. I'm gonna pause that. Just let that sit. And what we're gonna look at here is this. Looks very similar, doesn't it? Anyway. Because I want to take a look. Okay, I don't have the controller completely set up in this yet, but capture all, white, human, start game. Actually, no, let me, okay. Okay, last time I tried this, the controller did not work in the, oh, I did set checkmate. Good, good. I win! Ow, that was a mistake. 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 Okay. Ooh. Oh, right. It's moving backwards because this is the one from yesterday. The one on the website is the one from yesterday, so it hasn't been updated with the left-right fix yet. But what I'm trying to check out is not the left-right fix. What I'm trying to check out is just making sure the controller works with the with the website, and it appears to, which is weird because last time I tested it, it did not work, and I have not changed anything on that aspect at all. That's good. That's good. That's good. What's happening here? Things are scrolling up and down without me. Is my belly hitting the? Yeah, it is actually. There we go. That's the actual game now. That's good. Close the website. I'll update. I'm gonna up. I'm gonna up. I'm gonna upload the updated version that I'm doing today to there when the show's done. Which will. Oh, what is that? There we go. Selected option 7. There we go. Save. Let's see here. You hit game over and option. Whoop, and no, doing that. I should have known. It's fine. 7, 6. Hmm, Okay. What do we got over here? Okay. Just messing with some small details here. It's fine. What was the other small detail I wanted to mess with? What was it? That's not what I wanted to mess with, but just have one fewer error message blinking at me. Hmm. Okay. Like that. I might change this. I might do some change in here. But, Mm. Okay. Uh, I want to add more options here. But maybe not right now, because I don't have a clear idea. I don't know what I want. I should define the board setup before I make an option for it. Right? Of course, right. Ah, okay. That's win condition text option. Okay. All right. I set those the same. Good. 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 Normal fairy. So just keep naming them. That's good. So I guess I want the third one to be mixed, but I'm not sure how I want it to be mixed. This is not really a It's not really a coding problem as such. Is the game still running? It is still running. Okay. All right, that's the thing I want to look at. Why it's not why when one piece is directly above or below the other, it's not shooting up or down. So that's in battle player, and that is in aim control, which should be function aim control. Okay, this is the problem here. Less than 100. Okay. Okay. And x is greater than 32. There we go. That should do it. He says as he realizes that he wasn't showing the code. I just added this to the to my aim statements here. So let's see if that helps any. And, oh, right, let me bring it back there. Okay. Yes, it did. Okay, it's aiming upwards properly now. Good. Fantastic. I turn the volume of that down a bit for my viewers. I'm just watching and thinking. Yeah, okay, it's firing up and down correctly now. I mean, that was a nice little cheat code for a while. That as player versus CPU, I could sneak around the top and not get shot, but I don't want to do that. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Glorious. Extremely glorious. That guy's almost dead. And now she's dead. Huh. Just occurred to me there's a terrible name for this variation. That will, well, huh. Yes, I will. I will call it. I will call it that, and then yes, I will make Fairy Chess the only version on this game, and then because all the pieces are female, I'll call it Woke Chess. I will get so many. Yep. Huh. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because these are technically all female pieces. Princess, Empress, Queen. Uh, am I missing one? Princess, Empress, Queen. Amazon. Right. Princess, Empress, Queen, Amazon, and the Berolina pawns are also. Berolina is a female figure representing Germany, or Berlin specifically. So yeah, it's all girl chess.
We'll be selling body pillows in no time.
That's yeah. There you go. Well, I will have my art director design me some waifu sprites for the battle system. Big-eyed waifus to run around and shoot each other.
That's right. We're printing money.
Yep. Replace the sound effects with oh. Exactly. Alternate outfits for him, yeah. With slightly different stats. So I could sell them as DLC. You liked Amazon? How about Cowgirl Amazon? And I pause because uh, because I'm trying to decide what a cowgirl piece would look like. I mean, there's plenty of chess pieces that, plenty of fairy chess pieces that I could repurpose into anything because it's not even like Princess, Empress, and Amazon are the only names for those pieces. Especially Princess and Empress, which have several different names.
Four raiders from Coder and Clang.
Hey!
Hey,
Have joined
oh,
Coder and Clang. Said.
well,
Hey.
hey, welcome Raiders. I was a little surprised.
Randally_Randally. Said. Hi.
Hi, welcome to the stream. I've just been sitting here rambling about what other chess pieces I could add.
Coder and Clang. Said.
Hmm?
How's it going? 3.
Yeah, it's going great. It's going pretty good. How was your stream? How'd things go?
Coder Inkling said. My head just broke. Coder Inkling said. But fine otherwise, laughing face.
Well, that's good, except for the whole, brain breaking thing. But other than that, oh, uh, yep. So what were you working on that broke your brain? Ah, there we go.
Coder Inkling said. I was working on the fighting UI. I need to pull textures for item icons, etc.
Ooh.
Coder Inkling said. I don't remember chess like that.
Well, I've got special chess. That's why I was saying I'm adding more pieces. These are my weird pieces. These are all real pieces, but they're not standard pieces. And yep, they fight each other. Oh, oh, good, because I was having problems earlier with one piece. This is the CPU entire. This is CPU versus CPU, by the way, because I was having problems where the CPU, one CPU piece was directly above or below another. It would not attack vertically, but it's doing that now. So that's good. Yeah, just see if I have a proper. That's Warren. That's Mod. That's timeout. That's ban. That's where the no, no. Okay, hang on a second. There's a no, not Warren. Not ban.
Coder Inkling said.
Alright.
Well, I am tired, so I'ma go. Coder Inkling
Aw.
said. Bean.
Oh, bye. So thanks for the raid. Let me, that, oh, thanks for the raid, and hope you have a good night, and hope to see you again. And oh, there it is. Okay. I hope we just will that work? Yeah. I didn't realize I had to hope I'm not too late with that, but there's a sorry, I was looking for the shout out button but it turns out I had to use my words. Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired myself. It's getting late. It's getting near dinner time. Oh, checkmate. Okay. I wanna watch the game some more. I don't have anything specific to code right now. I'll probably have ideas. I have been waking up early in the morning with this game on my mind, trying to decide what to add, what to change, what to not necessarily what to fix because I don't know what's broken right now, but I fixed one of the things I wanted to fix. And that's how even a pawn is deadly in Skakic Strife. So I was thinking, I was joking about how to implement a cowgirl piece. And the funny part is I had a couple ideas. You know, just basically rename another piece, but not one of the pieces that's already in the game, but I was considering. My first thought was Knight Rider, which is an actual piece, not just a TV show from the '80s. Which is it's a knight that doesn't have to stop after one jump. It does have to stop if any of the squares it would land on is already occupied, but other than that, it can go just keep jumping until it hits the end of the board. Yeah, cowgirl riding the range. Well, which would mean all my pieces are horses, but I do want to work. I've mentioned the dragon pieces before. I do want to work those in somewhere. But with only 3 different types of dragon pieces, I can't fill the board with just dragon pieces. I figure I need at least 5 different pieces. There's 2 different pieces just named the dragon, but they're entirely different, and one of them requires a 3D chessboard, which I do not have here. It it attacks pieces below it instead of pieces on the same plane. Pawn KO'd a queen. I mean, which is certainly possible. It's not like the pawns don't do damage. Enough queen can do it. Yeah, I like all the random stuff I have in here. It means the fights are. I remember when I first, it was only a week or two ago that I first implemented these fights, and the two sides just charged at each other and fired as fast as they could. Didn't make for interesting fights to watch or to play. Pawn still charges directly at the opponent when they're. But that's kind of their best strategy anyway. Okay, maybe best is the wrong term, but they gotta be close to do damage. Well, there we go. Player 2 wins more often than not, but I don't think... I might just be misremembering. I do have the game on the screen, right? Okay, good, good. It would be silly if I was watching the game and you couldn't see what I was watching. I do like having the scores in the upper left and right corner. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, the other aesthetic thing I want to figure out is why the pieces are appearing in front of the text instead of behind it. I kind of know why. But... Oop, I hear a sound. Turn around to find the thing to make the sound. Okay. And I think that's all I'm going to do for today. I don't have any pressing bugs, so I'm gonna toddle off for the night. Upload the latest version here to itch.io, so you can go over there and play it. Let me once again. I know I have it in a couple different places here, but I'm gonna pop the link in the chat so you can all take a look.
Said https://greytunklepixel.itch.io/chess-plus.
And that should appear in both the if I haven't missed my guess, that should appear in both chats. It has. It has. I think. I don't see it over here. What's happening over here? Whatever. I'm going to go get some dinner, and I will be back on Friday to do more fun stuff with chess and explosions. I'm sure I can work some explosions into it. I'll see you on Friday.